Vishwas Arvind. 2 years back, I was going through a very rough patch in my life. Nothing was going right. Whatever I did was failing. I had lost a big client and the future looked bleak. On top of that, my health was deteriorating. And my family and friends tried to cheer me up and did their best, but nothing worked. It was like I was sinking in a hole of depression and sadness. After a few days, I was checking my Gmail and suddenly there was a ping. Somebody is inviting me to chat. It was Mandeep Matharu. He said, "Hi uncle." I said, "Hi. How are you, uncle?" I said, "I'm fine." "I'm fine?" I said, "I'm fine." Suddenly the world was bright. I saw a ray of hope and I realized it was Mandeep Matharu. It was he who did it. He was the silver lining in the dark cloud which was in my mind. Let me tell you something about Mandeep Matharu. You know, he's a genius who, after finishing his 10th standard, he immediately applied for FYB.com. He gave the entrance exam and it was accepted. Can you believe it? Amazing. In Yashwantrao Chauhan University. Mandeep is also a share and stock market analyst. He is not a stockbroker, but he studies the market, analyzes and advises his clients. And they really rely on him for advice. In August 2011, he told all of us that the market is going to come down, going to bottom up to 15,400 and going to again rise to 19,800. And he was bang on accurate. I wonder how he does it. And on top of that, the best thing he achieved was on February 2011, he received a call from Mint newspaper. "Mandeep, you have been invited to Delhi by Finance Minister and his team and many eminent businessmen from the Indian industry. Your suggestions given on sustainability and growth have been accepted by the Finance Minister and you have to fly tomorrow to Delhi. We are sponsoring the journey as well as a stay in a 7-star hotel, Hyatt Regency." It was an amazing experience. Mandeep went to Delhi and he spoke what he had to about his views and thoughts on sustainability. And the best thing happened was the government is actually keen and is working on foreign direct investment in the multi-retail sector. And in the last budget also, they consider warehousing. And all these were suggestions given by Mandeep. Amazing. Not only that, Mandeep's goal in life is to make independent all bedridden people in India, to make them stand on their own feet, to be able to earn their own living. And he's going to teach them internet skills free of cost. Mandeep Matharu, my hero, my inspiration. Also, he has just begun to write a book on how to set goals and achieve them. Good evening, Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters and guests. You must be wondering what is so great about Mandeep Matharu and what made me, say that he is my inspiration, he is my hero. Because there are so many other role players around us who have achieved even better. Why? Let me introduce you to Mandeep Matharu. That's Mandeep Matharu. Mandeep Matharu is a 28-year-old boy with the body of a 3-year-old. he is not immobile and has to be escorted, or rather his wheelchair has to be, he needs somebody to assist in everything he does in life. And he has 250 whatever bones in his body are all brittle. He suffers from a disease called osteogenesis imperfecta, which means all his bones are brittle and they can break at any time. He was born with this disease and he couldn't go to school because nobody accepted him in this condition. So he had a tutor who taught him at home. But after 8th standard, his condition was so bad that his bones used to break like biscuits even if he moved a single inch. For 6 years he was bedridden after that. He couldn't move. But then his dad devised this wheelchair cum bed, and so he could be wheeled out and get some sunlight. And by the time he was 19, he had recovered a little bit and he could move his left hand, and there was no stopping for Mandeep. Mandeep thought, let me begin something in my life. So he said, why not the stock market? Because it involves millions of people, the stock market. So he began studying stock markets and began educating himself on that. By 2008, he got a client who was an eminent Ayurveda doctor, and he began giving him advice. And in 2009, he had so many clients, and he advised them after the downfall of the market, so that they lost minimum amount of money and they made a lot of profit in 2011. Not only that, Mandeep said, why not do my 10th standard? But he couldn't write. So he persuaded his father and his doctor that please operate my hand, which was a very dangerous task. But somehow they got persuaded. And as soon as the operation took place, he could move his right hand a little bit. He decided to sit for the 10th standard exam. But everybody advised him, you have a writer who will write for you. But no. Mandeep wanted to be successful on his own. He wanted to write the exam on his own. So he started rigorous physiotherapy sessions with the doctor. His schedule was in the morning 8 to 5 p.m. he used to do his stock business. 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. he used to do physiotherapy. 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. he used to study for his exams. For 3 rigorous months he did this, and finally after 17 years of pain, Mandeep could actually sit straight and move his right hand. He sat for the 10th standard exam straight for 4 hours. He wrote the paper and he passed with 57% marks, which was really amazing, out of this world. For a person so disabled to be achieving this. Just 1 month before the 10th standard exam, he got a call from Mint that you have been invited to Delhi. Mandeep had given, there was a contest in the Mint newspaper, and people from all over the country had to send their suggestions for sustainability and growth. And Mandeep was only one person out of the 2 who was selected out of the whole country. But he couldn't go because he needed to be assisted. So he requested them, can I take my dad along? His advice was so valuable that they accepted and even sponsored his dad's trip. Over there in the conference, when the speakers were invited, he realized that the other winner was an MBA finance and Mandeep was not even a 10th standard pass. But the questions which he asked the eminent people present over there stumped them and they couldn't answer. And Mandeep got a standing ovation from the crowd. He was covered by the press and the media and got a lot of publicity. But Mandeep remained as humble as ever. He's still dedicated to his dream. He wants to educate himself so much that he wants to become a fund manager and do mutual funds. And his goal, as I said earlier, was to make people like himself be independent, start earning on their own and stand on their own feet. Mandeep claims that he is just an ordinary person with extraordinary dreams. Would I say no? He is an extraordinary person, born in a physically handicapped body. And whenever I met him, wherever I met him, Mandeep is always smiling and inspiring me. And he is inspiring people. He has gone in and out of hospitals, undergone so many surgeries, but never I have seen even a slight line of sadness on his face. And friends, all of you over here, whenever you feel sad anytime, just remember Mandeep Matharu and all your sadness will get washed away. Even I do that. He is my inspiration. He is my hero. Thank you.